All right. So I'm at my fix and flip. I haven't posted in a while on this, but anyways, something I've really been wanting to talk about that is far outweighs any of this fix and flip or any work or funny guitar thing or anything. I play on an adult hockey league, and one of my good friends on the team died probably about a month and a half ago in a car accident. And I guess first of all, when I tell people this, they're like, "Oh, was he drunk?" That's what I hear. That's the first response. What, in my opinion, is first of all a little classless that you go straight to that after somebody had died. So next time someone says that their friend had died in a car accident, the first thing out of your mouth shouldn't be, "Oh, was he drunk?" Because that is demeaning to him, his family, to the friend. There's on so many different levels. That's just, society has groomed you to say that, which brings me to my point. I got that comment so many times when I was telling this story. Not telling a story. I was just saying, hey, I got a memorial to go to. My buddy, whatever, passed away. Oh yeah. So it just come up, and then I like 98% of the time, the first thing out of somebody's mouth, "Oh, was he drunk?" Well, the fact is, no, he was not drunk. He was a stand-up father of three, married. I'm not sure how long he was married. Probably 20 years, but I'm guessing. He was just an all-around good guy. Would help you out with anything. And so with all this blowback from responders saying, asking if he was drunk or was the other guy drunk or whatever, the answer is no. So I did some research, and this might surprise a lot of you. The number one cause of vehicular deaths, it's not drinking driving, it's not distracted driving, it's speeding. The number one cause in every state that I checked and in the nation itself. The number one cause. What brings me to this is that I'm listening to the news, and I'm working a little bit late today to get this thing done. I just heard another commercial posted by AAA about, driving while drunk and stoned really impairs your ability to drive. Well, no shit. If you don't know that, you shouldn't even be allowed to drive. That's just fucking insane. Why do they even have to say that? But you hear all these things about DUIs and distracted driving. You never, ever hear anything about speeding. It is the number one cause of vehicular deaths. The number one. So my research continued. You know what the average fine is for speeding? It's $100. Here in Colorado, anyways. From what I got, and I get my information from the DOT. I'm not going to flash up anything. You guys can look it up yourself. Maybe on my next one. I am at work, and I'm recording this on my phone. But you know what the average cost for a DUI is? Over $10,000. So the number one cause of deaths while driving, speeding. The number one cause. Look it up. Call the Department of Transportation. This is a hidden fact. Is $100. That's your fine. And you can get multiples, and they'll pull your license eventually. But for the first offense, DUI driver, it's at least $10,000 and probably some jail time or whatever. Who knows? It's huge. The difference is huge. That is the, second cause of vehicular deaths. That's the second cause. Why is the penalty so much higher? Well, I'll tell you why. Because they can employ therapists, treatment programs. They make money off this. The government makes money off this. It's a fucking farce. My thing is, okay, drinking and driving, fucking terrible. Yeah, you don't do that shit. But if you're fully cognizant doing something that you know is the most deadly thing that you can do on the road, which is speeding and reckless driving, there's like a speeding / reckless driving, number one cause. If you're fully cognizant, not drunk, and still doing it, Shouldn't you be held more accountable? Because you should know better because you're not drunk. Now, I know this is a different take on it, but this is just what the government do. They just throw shit in your face and make you believe one thing. So I implore you to do your research. And I'm going to start posting this. I've been sending it to the local news agencies and stuff. And I saw a banner, and I'm not sure I had anything to do with this at all, but I saw, an electronic banner going down the highway the other day saying, speeding kills. Denver Sheriff's Department, something like that. I don't know. First time I've ever seen anything like that. But, there's a significant difference in the numbers. Mothers against drunk drivers. Where's all the mothers against speeders? I've never had anybody hurt in an accident that was caused by a drunk driver. I've known lots of people who've been hit by reckless driving, speeding, that kind of thing. Why are the penalties so different? I don't get it. The penalties are so different. So I know this is a little bit of a rant. I could go on about this. I could pull up more statistics. I wish I was somewhere else where I could pull some shit up and show you. But it's just insane, and I'm not like trying to be anti-government and stuff. They do fucked up shit. They're stealing money from us right and left. If you don't know that, you're also an idiot. But it's just insane. It's like they care more about revenue than personal safety. I'll put it like that. And prove me different. They're taking the number one cause of vehicular deaths and treating it like a parking ticket. They're taking the number two cause and putting people in jail, fining them thousands and thousands of dollars. Why? Why is that? Revenue. It's revenue. That's all I have to say. That commercial just set me off. I've been thinking about this since my buddy Chris passed away. And all the was he drunk? Well, you know what? Chris wasn't drunk. Chris was a good man. And Chris was hit by a reckless driver who was speeding and ran a stop sign. That guy wasn't drunk either. They both died. So, unfortunately, I can't talk to the guy who killed Chris. But it's just insane. The number one cause, speeding, reckless driving. The number one cause of vehicular deaths, speeding/reckless driving. The number one cause, $100 fine. Number two cause, DUI. Oh, but this brings one more point I'll bring to you. Anybody who goes out and has a beer with dinner or a glass of wine, or God forbid two, you're legally impaired. If you get a DUI, $10,000 fine. You know what? Cops don't go out there looking for those people. They know. But you're legal impaired. They go after the people that, well, I can't even say that. It doesn't sound fair. But, come on. You have one drink. You're legally impaired. You shouldn't be behind the wheel. And every time I go out to dinner, half the people there are having wine. Half the people leaving that establishment are driving impaired. Every single restaurant you go to, that I go to anyways, that serves alcohol, I would say half of them, at least half of them, are driving impaired. So if that's really the case, the government can just mold that into whatever kind of revenue they want, because anytime they want, all they do is just watch a restaurant. Don't tell me they don't do this, because they do. But the city's a little low on revenue. Well, go pop some DUIs tonight. We'll go sit, stand out, or not stand outside, post up, beside, shit the garlic nut, a local Italian restaurant that I go to. 3 margaritas, that's perfect. You go there, everybody's drinking a 3 margaritas. I bet 90% of those people are driving impaired. So I'm not advocating driving impaired. I'm not saying it's good at all. It's a bad thing to do. I'm just saying, why are the penalties so fucking different? It's fucking insane. And I've even talked to, or, sent emails to a judge. I sent it to, I'm like, why is this? No response. Nobody in the government will say anything. Will answer that question. But, maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm the one who just figured this out. But it's discouraging, to say the least. And disrespectful to my friend Chris. I won't give his last name. I'm not going to post any pictures of him and anything. But it's just fucking disrespectful. The whole fucking scenario. Number one cause, vehicular death. Speeding, distracted driving. $100 fine. Number 2 cause, DUI, at least $10,000. That's all I have to say.